Okay, so I have a question for you. Looking at the type of wife you have, she's a big dreamer. She's a person who is almost everywhere and wants to do everything. She wants to do bridal stores, she wants to do restaurants, she wants to do this, she wants to do an event center, she wants to do that, this. So how do you intend, or how do you plan on supporting and working with her through those parts? Because looking at the fact that she has a lot of things that she wants to do.
Okay. And I really think it's a privilege to have somebody who, thinks outside of the box. In a normal setup, if you look at the African culture, women are looked at as people who just love to sit at home and look after kids.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, where I see that you are a dreamer and you have got so many things that you want to do, one thing that I do firstly to support you is I pray for you, and I really want the best for you, and I just want to be there to experience your growth. One thing that I have also come to learn is that we are all different. You can be blessed in a certain way, I can be blessed in a different way, but that doesn't mean that yours, just because it's different, it's less important. No. I have to buy into your vision. I have to see what exactly that you want to do and what you want to become, and I need to anchor myself onto you.
Mm-hmm.
So me actually offering myself, to listen to your dreams, to listen to what you are projecting yourself to be in the next 5 years, 10 years, that's also support. Then also financially, I think I do try here and there where I come in and ask you questions. So what do you want to do? What do you want to order here and there? And I'll provide that financial assistance so that at least it can help you to elevate you from one level to another.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other thing is, I think even just being around you while you're doing your thing, I also learn certain things. It's really interesting when I see you, making some plans here and there, and I'm just there learning. And sometimes I also have to remind you, say, oh babe, have you done this? Have you done that? And that just makes me feel like I am part of that big dream. And definitely I am part of that big dream. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting to know. And there's this question that was asked in a certain group of ladies that I'm in, and I'd like to ask you to see what are your thoughts on that.
Okay.
So the question was, how do you balance life?
Mm-hmm.
So this lady was asking to say, how can she balance life, looking at the fact that she wants to upgrade, she wants to do this, that, she wants to do business, there's work and whatnot, and also there's the issue of she's married and she wants to have kids.
Okay.
But she's thinking maybe not having kids now, maybe I should have them later, or maybe should I start with having kids now and do the school later or do the business later. She doesn't know how to balance those things. So what advice would you give to such a person?
Okay. One thing I would say is that we all have different destinies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the routes that we use to go towards those destinies are different depending with the type of person that you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would suggest that this person in particular should seek God's guidance, because God is the only one that knows our destinies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's best you pray about it. And I know sometimes we want to do certain things not based on what we feel, but maybe based on what other people are doing out there. And it's that peer pressure that comes up because we see other people succeed, or they're doing different things, doing business and whatnot. But I think one step at a time is okay. I think figure out what you feel is the best thing you can do at the moment. Then start with that one thing. When that thing works out, go to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Because you cannot do so many things at once. We are only human beings and we are limited.
Mm-hmm.
So I think one step at a time. You yourself, know what is really important, and you can even just write down a list. What are the things that I want to achieve? What are the things that I want to do? Or what are the things I want to get?
Mm-hmm.
Then on that list, you also tick down the ones that you think are a priority, and they should not only be a you thing, because when you are married, you also need to come to consult from your partner.
Yeah.
Then they'll also advise you to say, you know what, I think this one, and this one are more of a priority, and let's go in that direction. And also just working as a team with your partner. There are certain things that sometimes the reason why we delay to do them is because we don't inform our partners. But when you inform them, they can also chip in to help you sort out those other things that you want to do. You might not know that your partner actually has a better idea than what you had thought. So it's better you consult, you put them in the game as well, so that you can do this thing together. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that answer. How would you describe yourself in 3 words? How best would you describe yourself?
I'd say loving, kind, and generous.
Okay.
Yeah. And what about you?
Hmm.
How would you describe yourself in just 3 words?
How would I describe myself? I think caring, hardworking, and patient. I feel like I'm a very patient person.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good. If there was one thing, let's say for example, you were told to say, only pick one thing. Let's say you were stranded on an island.
Yeah.
Thank you. You are stranded on an island and you are told to say, among these 3 things, pick one. Cell phone, Bible, and money. You are stranded on an island and you have got a cell phone, you've got money, and you have a Bible. What thing are you going to get?
God, I beg. Cell phone, a Bible, and money. I'm stranded.
Stranded.
That stranded makes me
Stranded on an island.
Stranded as in I need transport. Stranded as in there's nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go. Let's just say you woke up on an island. There's no one, you can't see anybody. And then you are given one wish. Say, choose one thing. A Bible, money, or a cell phone.
Okay. If I was going to say a lie, I would have said a Bible. But if I'm stranded, I just wake up in a place where I don't know. And there's that wish to make one phone call. One phone call.
Okay.
I'll get a phone call. At least let me tell someone where I am, they can locate me and get me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The Bible is okay. The Bible is okay. I would. I'll talk to God personally. One phone call. Because if I get the money, one. Okay.
No, but I think it does make logical sense. Not spiritual sense. No, I'm talking about logical sense. You are stranded on an island, and let's just say at least maybe on that phone, maybe you're going to receive service to call someone. I think phone will be the best thing because at least you can communicate. And when you find your way back home, you find your Bible and you find the money. So the phone is, yeah, I think it's okay. So it's just I said logical, not spiritual, but logical. Yeah.
Okay. So babe, how do you manage your home, ministry, work? I'm going to say kids, but
yeah,
yeah.
soon loading. One thing that I know is that we all have ample time for ourselves. We have 24 hours in a day, and each hour has got its own priorities.
Yeah.
So for me, there are certain times which I've given myself. Let's say, for example, anytime between 22. Oh my goodness.